Hey everybody. I've been working on this text um, mesh, and I got it to where I can show. Oh, that's so funny. I wonder what the height of the cube on this is zero point 0.1. So yeah, so that it was nice because I before I could be like switching back and forth between spheres and cubes, um, but unfortunately unfortunately, cubes and text share the same thing, but a reasonable text height is like zero point 0.1 and a reasonable cube height is like 1. And what we learned last time was that the thickness of the actual text is what we did. But I was going to say, I didn't get much done today, mostly because I had an interview today. It went okay. I mean, like the Angular parts, I think I did pretty good, pretty well on. I think there was a bit of confusion because I don't know what version. I think they're on sort of an older version of Angular, and they were kind of asking questions that aren't really that relevant in the more modern versions of Angular. And um, so I was giving some weird answers to things. But I think in general, the Angular part went by. They were very disappointed because I don't have a very, very much .NET Core experience, and I guess they're a .NET Core shop. So, yeah, you win some, you lose some. Uh, but it was fun though because it was like in downtown Atlanta, and I got to drive around downtown Atlanta because I was supposed to be there like at 11 o'clock, and they wanted me to be a little bit early, so I got there like at 10:35. But when I drove down there, I got there like at 9:30, and then so I kind of did laps, just circling around in the city. And it was like so when I got there, it was like 9ish or 9:30, something like that. And it was pretty mellow. I was just driving around. It was like, oh wow, this isn't too bad because I've heard some horror stories about Atlanta. But but as I started getting closer to 11, I saw some stuff. Okay, I saw some stuff. But anyways, I guess that's not what you're here for. But yeah, Atlanta. I think it might be a little weird down there. I can't even imagine what it's like at 8 or 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night. But yeah, no, there was some stuff that I can't unsee that I saw while I was driving down there. But anyways, so let's see, zero point 0.01 thickness, zero point 0.09. So I added the size. I had no idea what size does, but size is kind of like height and width together. So like a zero point 0.1 size makes it kind of makes it really really tiny, and then like 2. So yeah, this is definitely something I want to animate. So 3, and then 4, 0.4, zero point 0.5, zero point 0.6. So I like 0.6. 0.7 is pretty nice. Um, and then that was pretty good. Let's see how far into this goofy video are we? We are 3 minutes and 35 seconds in. It was very simple to do this, and I think everything has been pretty simple when it comes to just changing that. And I will definitely feel like that's probably a good sign. Let me go to this view here. Um, so basically, I just added size as a required field for a mesh interface. Um, and that was the only change I made to this mesh interfaces. And then in the ThreeJS, uh, I had basically in the service, I added for it to use the mesh size instead of 1 for that. I probably should have made that times 1 just so I could ensure that it stays a number. Um, so I'm curious if I save this, if I lose it. Yeah, that causes sometimes the it knows that whatever change you made doesn't make a difference. But show edit form, change that to a text, and make the height zero point 0.1 and make the size zero point 0.6, and then we'll slide it over to the left a little bit, -4 -3. And I don't know, I guess we might as well animate this bad boy. Animation, we'll have it not animate along the x-axis, and then along we'll just have it rotate along the y-axis, and we'll have it rotate 6.28. So I really wish it rotated around the middle. I wonder if there's a way to do that. And then I don't really like that direction, so let's just make it -6.8. So, and then let's kind of slow it down to 6. So yeah, I'll definitely have to do something, because it's like, why would it be on the far left there? Like if you, let's say I turn off the Y animations 0, and then I rotated it along the X, for example, and then 6.8. It rotates. Oh no, okay. It rotates along the bottom. So I guess, yeah, that is consistent. For some reason, I thought it rotated around the middle. But anyways, so basically, yeah, I made that ×1 just now, just to ensure. I don't know why my dog is crying. I think my big dog is chewing up a bone and the little one is whining. But anyways, so basically to get it into the form, I just added another case for mesh shape being true. Let's see. I didn't know what this was, so I'm just going to change this to size and, cap blocks, size and width. Because if you go to the mesh and you look over here, it has question marks there. That'll add that helper text, and I'm not going to save it. And then in the mesh, it's component. That's where I had to make a lot of changes. So I had the size there, mesh value size. Basically, anywhere where there was a height, I did a search on height. Anywhere where there was a height, I added a size, and that worked. So that's cool. Let's see. This isn't quite accurate. There's a couple minutes left, I think. Yeah, like 2 minutes. So let's go ahead and add a light to this thing, and let's turn this mesh to a Phong. And then let's pull our light out a little closer to us. So put it like 1. And then I guess it should really be to the left, like instead of -3, it should be -4. And since it's animated, it's gonna move a little bit. And I don't know. Let's go ahead and make the light red. Purple was pretty cool, though. I don't know. I guess maybe the size should be a little bigger. Maybe a little farther to the left. Maybe 5. And undo this so that it's not moving. 5. There we go. I think that's pretty cool. Maybe add another light to and move it off to the left by like -3. And I guess we need to make it purple too. It needs to be out to z of 1, and it needs a negative. I think that's pretty cool. And then I guess just for symmetry, we'll add another light to 3, move it out 1, and that's pretty cool. And purple. And that probably puts me at about 10 minutes. 10 minutes and 14 seconds. So happy coding, everybody. Bye.